Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Philadelphia facing Atlanta.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Kawhi, Jimmy Butler. Is out there with Clarkson, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Morris in at the 4. Outside Gasol.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up high.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The drive by Jordan. Turnaround Jay. And he gets it to go.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Butler. Outside Gasol. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Thompson passes to Porzingis. Right side, Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 6.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Leonard with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shot from the low block. And so it's Atlanta with it. Thompson passes to Porzingis. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Butler with the ball. George picks him up. Gasol dishes to Morris. And he gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Here's Leonard. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And here's Atlanta, trailing by 2. And the dunk by Jordan.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
Yeah, exactly. exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Boris Diaz checked in for Porzingis. Harrison Barnes comes in for George. Ray Allen is checked in for Thompson. And it's Mills in for Michael Jordan. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Atlanta. .110 left to play in the first. Nobody near Barnes. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Clarkson up top, covered by Mills. Morris kicks to Clarkson. Gasol against Pekovic. And finished off by Gasol.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clarkson kicks to Morris. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Leonard attacking inside. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Philadelphia leads by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Kyle Korver is out there with George Hill. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Gasol at the center position. Johnson attacking. And that one's good. Johnson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Philadelphia. Mills passes to Allen. To the paint. And Valanciunas kicks to Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 5.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Feeds it to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. So it's Atlanta now. 4-point game. That's good. 12 points for Michael.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And it's Hill penetrating. Korver kicks to Gasol. To the middle. 5 on the clock. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Now here's Jordan after the miss from Joe Johnson. The drive by Jordan and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And Philadelphia calls time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Markieff Morris is checked in for Gordon. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Johnson. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in for Hill.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 14. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. So it's Philadelphia now.
2 minutes.
Leonard kicks to Gasol. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. It's Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Porzingis can't hit. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it's Leonard with the jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Butler. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
And here we go. Philadelphia running again. Leonard, no luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Here's Gasol. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Barnes against Leonard. The dish to Morris. Outside Gasol. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so that's the end of the first half. Philadelphia ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's team.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Jordan having a terrific game. 16 points and 1 rebound. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Boris Diaw is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Allen, then it's Mills, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Butler kicks to Morris. He dishes it to Gasol. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Mark Gasol taking 2 shots.
Gasol drops 2. Atlanta trails by 8. Mills dishes to Barnes. He feeds it to Allen. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Barnes goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Butler against Allen. Left side Gasol. Leonard on the wing. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Mills. Over in the corner, Barnes. 6 to shoot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Leonard with no one around. Again, Leonard missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The 3 from Barnes. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 14.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside Butler. Left side Leonard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. George Hill's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Mills. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Hill with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. And Philadelphia leads by 6.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Outside Hill. The 3 from Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia making a change here. Gasol's checked in. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. A drive by Jordan, and he dunks it down.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Hill kicks to Morris. Passes it to Gasol. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Gasol's got 4 points this quarter. The drive by Jordan. George passes to Porzingis. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Korver dishes to Morris. Back to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. Off the left rim and out. The Atlanta trails by 4. And George kicks to Jordan. And there's the feed to Thompson. The shot by George, wide open. Offensive rebound. To the middle. Here's Gasol. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line, Mark Gasol. Taking 10.
And so Gasol nails them both. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Korver kicks to Gasol. Tipped away. George. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Philadelphia ahead. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Jordan. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Hill is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Mark Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Hill. And George, here we go. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade. I like that, Greg.
Thompson for the triple. Kept alive by Atlanta. Back to Pekovic. Korver against George. Thompson for 3. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Korver sets the screen for Hill. Outside Korver. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Jordan inside. He's guarded by Hill. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Michael Jordan. Hill against Jordan. Hill passes to Corver. The three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Here's Jordan, and Gasol sends it back. And they're able to recover.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Clarkson. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Here's Gasol. Stolen by George. The drive by Jordan. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Butler with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And finished off by Gasol.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the fact he lacks a little dexterity and even creativity to be an elite finisher.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Clarkson dishes to Leonard. Good on the shot. And now a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And so he makes both from the line. .107 left in the game. Now here's Butler. Down low. Here's Gasol. Count it.
Marc Gasol is a problem. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with what he's getting.
Pass to George. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Leonard kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Gasol. Shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. It's Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Thompson from long range. It's good. A tremendous three to tie it up.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Buries the triple.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 here, so they need to make sure they sub in all of their best shooters, because with under 2 seconds remaining, you have to catch and shoot it quickly.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Philadelphia team ball.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's Philadelphia facing Atlanta.
Here we go.
So Philadelphia. Will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Clarkson. Marquise Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Butler in at the 2-guard.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Gasol. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Thomas to the inside. Gasol with the steal. Here's Leonard. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Thomas. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Five on the clock. Rejected by Howard. And he gets it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Thomas kicks to Howard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
On defense, Philadelphia. They get it back. Banked in off the glass. Howard Howard's got his second basket of the game.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Morris a screen. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Butler. Shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. It's Thompson off the drive. Leonard with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Gasol is doubled. Fires for three. Carroll with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Goes up at the stripe. And again, it's Atlanta.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. And it's Butler missing. Atlanta leading by 4. Thompson dishes to Thomas. Carroll passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Damari Carroll. J.J. Redick's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Isaiah Thomas. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Gordon's checked in. And Butler, here we go. Gasol kicks to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Atlanta leading by 3. To the middle. Plumlee dishes to Redick. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Plumlee, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Holiday, the pass to Redick. And Plumlee kicks to Holiday. They kick it out to Green. Off target with his 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Now here is Holiday. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Plumlee. Misses the layup. Leonard attacking. And slam dunk by Butler.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Hill, and it's Korver in the shooting guard position. Hill dishes to Valanciunas.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here's Gordon. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Howard kicks to Thomas. Here's Carroll. Passes it to Booker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Hill kicks to Korver. Up top, Valanciunas. Hill left side. Valanciunas with a screen on Thomas. 4 on the clock. And Valanciunas penetrating. Again, Philadelphia.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Booker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Atlanta making some changes. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Bellinelli in for Klay Thompson. Pass to Gordon. Pick up by Hill. Outside Korver. Tries to keep it alive. The three-pointer, no good. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Booker gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen. He takes it up and lays it in. Gasol's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The 3 from Thomas. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Booker. Green comes in for Tobias Harris. J.J. Redick's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Drew Holiday in for Thomas. And Holiday kicks to Blair. Dishes it to Plumlee. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Holiday. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And the dunk by Blair.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Butler from outside. Good on the shot. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's Clarkson. And so that's the end of the first half. Philadelphia leads by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's team.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Take a look at what Butler's done. 9 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Howard is out there with West. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Thomas in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line. The shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Moving it up. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Clarkson. Atlanta with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Outside Butler. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's West. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Thompson. Morris with the block. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Holiday, the pass to Plumlee. And that one is hammered home.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The Atlanta trails by 9. Jeff Green on the wing. Plumlee dishes to Green. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. Here's Butler. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
And defensively, you've got to recognize that threat and make the correction. Well, there you go. One team operating on. Buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Atlanta calls timeout. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Atlanta. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Holiday kicks to Redick. Outside, Green. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
.116 left in the third quarter of the game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Howard with the steal.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Holiday, the pass to Redick. Blair dishes to Holiday. He's that big to get in close.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Morris a screen. Gasol a screen on Redick. Holiday brings the double team. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Holiday. Kicks to Blair. He feeds it to Howard. Inside. Here's Green. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists in the game. Gets it off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia ahead, up 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Aaron Gordon. Kyle Korver is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Thomas kicks to Thompson. It's Howard, top of the key. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Gordon. Fires from deep. And it's Gordon missing. Atlanta trails by 13. Thompson from long range. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Gordon with it. West picks him up. Johnson right side. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
The shot by Carroll no good.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Gordon with no one around. Off target with his three.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Pass touch by Valanciunas.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Timeout call.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Carroll dishes to West. Thompson for three. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Knocked loose. It's stolen by West. Carroll kicks to Thompson. Now the feed to Thomas. There's the triple. And it's blocked.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Howard, the pass to Carroll. On the wing, Thompson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Jamari Carroll, good for three. Carroll's got 5 points now this quarter.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Butler dishes to Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And Philadelphia leads by 9.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Clarkson gets to Gasol. Can't cash in from the high post.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Atlanta with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get of times when he's on his way to the basket, but on that one, they were there.
Holiday, no one around him. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 3. 54 seconds left in the game. Thompson is checked in for Plumlee. Philadelphia also making some changes. Markieff Morris comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Leonard in for Kyle Korver. And so here is Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game, and it's Butler with the jam.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
DeMar
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Green. Yes!
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday with the 3. No good. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So Philadelphia wins it. They came in here and Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers. And that game moved the season series to 2-0.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Green is out there with Pierce, and it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
Now here's Paul. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. 6 to shoot. Paul passes to Jordan. Stolen by Grant. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
New York moving the ball around. And here's a follow for three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Knicks on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Lopez. Here's Grant. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Paul against Grant. Green kicks to Paul. A stupendous finish in traffic. Paul's got his second bucket of the night. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Anthony. No good. Excellent D there from Pierce. Here's Grant. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Grant's got his first points of the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Chris Paul. Anthony drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Paul. He has 6.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one drops. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Anthony. And it's Vujacic in for Aaron Aflalo. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And Grant drops them both. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Jordan, and it's off the back rim, no good. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. That will count. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Knicks out front, leading by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Johnson up there with Green, and it's Aldridge in at the center position. And O'Quinn kicks to Amundsen. 5 on the clock. O'Quinn dishes to Vujacic. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. Crawford drives in. Kicks to Johnson. Paul outside. Shoots from 8. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Paul's got 10 points. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Cole Aldridge.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in. They swipe it. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Williams. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against Toronto. A 3-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly in at the point. For three. That's good.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Paul. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just as short under 20 points a game right now. That is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names. And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Jordan dishes to Pierce.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Green, the screen. And it's Paul penetrating. Jordan, the pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Redick, no good. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Ariza, no one.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Takes the 3. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Beverly. Ariza's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Harden against Paul. He feeds it to Pierce. Hits it from three-point range. Pierce has got 5. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Modiunas. Brewer is checked in for James Harden. And it's Terrian for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Pierce. 5 points in the game. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
Rockets trail by 9. Terry kicks to Brewer. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fresh from a win against Portland.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you. And it also is going to keep your coach happy.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Left side Pierce. Redick with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It's like raining buckets right now.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers lead by 10. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeAndre Jordan, Crawford out there with Rivers. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mbah a Moute in the 4-man position. Kicks it out to Beasley. Brewer dishes to Howard. Good D by Jordan. It's tipped. Clippers leading by 12. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella. Harden comes in for Corey Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
And he gets it to go.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Mbah a Moute. Pierce is checked in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Paul in for Austin Rivers. Over in the corner, Paul. Inside, the dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Beasley.
Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
Clippers with the ball. Following the score by Houston. It's Pierce on the wing. No good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Harden can't hit. And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Pierce attacking. Matajunas grabs the miss.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Here's Paul. James Harden picking up that last basket. Off the pick. Paul's shot is off.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Harden the pass to Howard. Beverly. No good on the three. Here's Ariza. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 8. Now Matajunas. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 5. Aldridge kicks to Pierce. Shot to end this cold run. They get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. For the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Cole Aldridge. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here is Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Redick inside the line. Misses off the right iron. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
So on the floor for Houston. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Matajunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. Rockets trail by 5. It's Harden with the drive. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The Rockets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. For the 3. Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. Howard's got his second basket.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And Pierce, here we go. Tries again. That's short off the rim.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And here's Harden for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Howard, that's good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The Clippers in the lead. Paul against Beverly. Paul goes in. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets trailed by 3. Harden inside the 3-point line. Here's Beverly. Here's Harden on the wing. And taken away by Paul. And now Pierce running the floor all by himself. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
No good from Howard.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
The drive by Green. Good. Reddick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
From deep, Harden. Will it go? Just 5 to shoot. Harden missing again.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Now here's Paul. Harden missing his last shot. Harden against Paul. They kick it out to Green. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Ariza goes in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Rockets have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crawford in for Pierce. Timeout called the Rockets. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Monteunice comes in for Michael Beasley. James Harden, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. 40 seconds left in the third. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That's good from Crawford on the assist from Redick. And the Clippers lead by 13.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Ball outside. Down low. Aldridge, no good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Rivers in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Crawford outside. Fires the three. That's good. Crawford's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Now the pass to Howard. Harden inside the three-point line. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Rivers dishes to Aldridge. Here's Rivers. Kicks it out to Crawford. Redick is in the corner. Stolen by Harden. There's the lob to the hoop. Offensive rebound. Howard, the pass to Ariza. Monteunice kicks to Ariza. Feeds to Monteunice. Beverley dishes to Harden. Another miss by Harden. Clippers leading by 12. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rivers against Beverley. Rivers kicks to Aldridge. Good. That's 7 points for Paul Pierce.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it to Rivers. They set the pick. Back to Crawford. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep, Harden. Beverley, the pass to Harden. Inside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Rivers against Beverley. In the corner, it's Crawford. Banked in off the glass.
in the gym, this way.
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. Looking at their last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against Portland. And that was a close call. They pulled it out with a win in just 2 points at that, but it wasn't easy.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
And the Clippers starting five. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Here's out there with Green. And it's Jordan in the five down low.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Gobert can't hit. On defense, the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Here's Mack. Jordan with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Green kicks to Pierce. And there's the pass to Jordan. Redick.
J.J. Redick.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Redick's got his first points of the night. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Favors. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul with the ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look at how the Jazz fared over the last month. 13th in rebounding, 15th in second chance points. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
Clock at 6. Here's Paul. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
J.J. Redick.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Favors. right through the D for the layup. Favors has got 5. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Paul dishes to Green. Fades back. The shot no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And stolen by Hood. And stolen by Redick. Dishes it to Pierce. To the wing right side. Paul passes to Jordan. And he goes in for the dunk.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
The shot no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Redick with the bucket.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Out to the right wing. Hood kicks to Favors. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Utah, they have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Cole Aldrich. Rivers out there with Crawford. Then it's Johnson. And it's Green in at the 4. And here is Los Angeles now. Clock at 6. Crawford kicks to Johnson. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Clippers.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Withy. And he dunks it down.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And the shot is good from Johnson. Jazz trail by 3. Nato. He's guarded by Rivers. Out to the right wing. Booker dishes to Johnson. To the inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Clippers with the ball. Crawford, no luck. Hayward kicks to Hood. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Mack. He's guarded by Rivers. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan. He's checked in for Aldridge. Pierce comes in for Wesley Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Johnson, he's checked in for Green. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Paul over to help. 5 on the clock. Jazz passing it around. And Pierce pulls it down.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
It's Redick on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by Withy. Utah leading. Here's Hayward. It's stolen by Johnson. Over in the corner, Paul. And the Clippers miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Redick is in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Nato, defended by Paul. Kicks to Booker. And stolen by Jordan. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Burke, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. 36 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Redick on the wing. He feeds it to Paul. And another 3 for the Clippers.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
A nice shot by Booker.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling.
Wow, and that sort of Showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question?
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And it's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Favors and Gobert, the shot blocking duo inside. Hayward out there with Shelvin Mack. And it's Hood in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Redick with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Gobert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Outside, Green. Redick for 3, and they're able to recover. Green, no luck.
Yeah, the offense.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And they get it back. Hood, the pass to Favors. Knocked loose. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Paul outside. The feet to Jordan. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here is Paul. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Green. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
It's stolen by Green. And now Pierce running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Austin Rivers comes in for Paul. Both good from the line that time. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Favors. Great D that time from Green.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Now here's Rivers. quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Aldridge dishes to Redick. 4 on the shot clock. He gives them a double-digit lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Mack kicks to Favors. And again, unable to change momentum here. Right side, Pierce. From about 16. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Favors with a screen on Redick. Hayward passes to Gobert. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Again, Pierce missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rivers kicks to Green. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. For the Clippers, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Jazz trailed by 11. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Withy. Down low. Stolen by Rivers. He gets it up. An amazing shot, just barely. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. We've got Crawford. Green is out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Rivers. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Jeff Green on the wing. He's covered by Favors. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Johnson.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Jordan, he's checked in for Cole Aldridge. Green, the screen. And stolen by Hood. The finish. And Hayward, the stuff.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. Jordan the screen. Rivers dishes to Jordan. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Kicks it out to Crawford. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. He dishes it to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Crawford outside. A 3 ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Utah ball.
Jazz trailed by 13. Mack the pass to Favors. Great D that time from Jordan. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Rivers kicks to Crawford. That 3 off the mark. Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Rivers dishes to Green. Johnson outside. Crawford kicks to Rivers. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Passes it to Johnson. Crawford kicks to Rivers. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Mack the pass to Hayward. Lays it up and banks it in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Crawford's shot is good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't. They not only lightened the load.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of pathway.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting for the sidelines. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars than a game of basketball.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Napier is out there with Harden, and it's Brewer in at the three. Outside, George. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Here's Napier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Brewer's shot is off. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Miami Heat.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Schroeder kicks to Young. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shoots from the baseline, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Here's Harden, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. We talked about how they can best press their advantages in this game, and he told me that he expects their shot blocking to play an important role. He said, listen, obviously we want to keep them on the perimeter as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can also bottle them up inside. And Kevin, he's hoping that'll help them secure their second win in this season series.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all five guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
76ers trailing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Patterson can't get it to go.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Napier. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Off the screen, and again, the Rockets good for 2.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pick by Okafor. Here's the screen. And Young kicks to George. Releases from 15. James Harden with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The 76ers trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Dishes to Okafor. It's George on the wing. Clock at 6. From deep. That doesn't go either for George.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Howard's shot is good.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
George with the ball. He had 27 points last game. To the middle. It's deflected. Howard with the steal. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Raptors.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
The 76ers trail by 7.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Just 3 to shoot. Okafor gets the bucket.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Napier. There's the pass to Brewer. Kicks to Moniunas. Now the dish to Harden. Teardrop shot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific, in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Here's Napier. Harden outside. High, arcing shot. He shoots again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Now Schroeder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. To the paint. Okafor dishes. Oh!
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Houston with a big group substitution here. Harrell, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Decker comes in for Brewer. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Shabazz Napier. Jones checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Terry against Jones. They set the screen. Now here's Decker. No good with the triple. And now Philadelphia on the break. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Puts it up off the inbound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Rockets leading by 4. In the corner, Thornton with it. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shots good from Young.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Terry. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto. Good. And the Rockets lead by 4. The 76ers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And Young kicks to Patterson. Okafor in the post, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
There's a screen. Here's Decker. Good on the triple. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jones kicks to Young. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Terry the pass to Thornton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to George. And there's the foul. It's on Sam Decker. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And George, here we go. And he gets it to go. George has got 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Capella, covered by Okafor. Capella dishes to Terry. Here's Decker. The shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And George kicks to Patterson. It's Jones on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
Mahimi's checked in for Philadelphia. Rodney Hood comes in for Nick Young. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Hood. And he also played really well in that win against the Heat. That doesn't go either for George. And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach. Ever since high school in West Virginia, he was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space 4. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially.
Here's George after the basket by Montrezl Harrell.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Jones against Terry. Again, the Rockets score.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here is Mahimi. Jason Terry picking up that last basket. Patterson, that's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Jones against Terry. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now, here's Thornton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Terry off the drive. Here's Harrell. Not enough on that one as it misses. The 76ers trail by 3. Jones the pass to George. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jones, no one around him. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. On the wing, Thornton. It's deflected. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball. This is my passion.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden out there with Napier, and it's Brewer in at the 3. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. Clark reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
And it's Okafor off the drive.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
Now here's Okafor. 6 points for him.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
Both free throws good from Okafor.
How about the game for Okafor? He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
Harden kicks to Napier. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the 3 by Houston, the plan. Here's Okafor, and that one is stuffed right through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
And he gets it to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Jones. Here's Mahimi. The layup off target.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Napier kicks to Howard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back. Then his body betrays him.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Philadelphia. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. They get it back. Houston leading by 5. Howard dishes to Napier. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Napier's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Now here's Okafor. 10 points for him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Philadelphia, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And, guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Paul George, he's checked in for Miller. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Here's Napier. He's got 11. It's Harden with the drive and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Schroeder kicks to George. And it's sent back by Howard. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Napier. Rebounded by Hood.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Left side, George. Passes to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Here's Napier. They set the pick. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And here's Schroeder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Inside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Young comes in for Hood. Here's Napier. He's got 13. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Brewer trying his luck deep. Kept alive by Houston. Here's Capella. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Right side, George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Schroeder still with room to grow. I mean, he needs to improve his three-point shot and cut down his turnovers. Those are things that often come with time. And he's got time, still very young at this stage of his career.
And for Schroeder, not a great outside shooter yet, but he's an attack guard. I mean, blinding speed, very slippery, eel-like. He gets into that lane and can make a defense collapse in a heartbeat. That alone is where his value is right now.
Pass to Young. Patterson, the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Schroeder. Misses off the right iron. Rockets leading by 6. Harden with it. George picks him up. Howard in the post. He's against Okafor. No good from Howard. To the inside. George.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Timeout call for Rockets.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
The 76ers making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Harrell, he's checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Brewer. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Shabazz Napier. Houston in the lead. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harrell. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Harrell's got his second bucket.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
There's the pick. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Young outside. Inside. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Schroeder.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Schroeder. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Patterson, the screen. And George, here we go. Elbow shot is on the way. The Rockets pull it in. Terry with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now Harrell. Feeds to Capella. Pass to Terry. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls. Terry's got 6.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
It's George on the wing. 14 points for him. And that one is stuffed right through.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Now here's Harrell. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, there's Philadelphia, 2 spots down.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Here's Decker after the Sixers pick up 2. Thornton no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now here's Schroeder. Stolen by Terry. He kicks to Decker. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's off from three-point range. 76ers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Here's Hood. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. The 76ers #1.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Monty Eunice, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Monty Eunice has got 7.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now here's Schroeder. And Young now, top of the key. Again, Philadelphia.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And that one's good. 8 points for Jason Terry.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And we're through the...
Thank you.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. During one stretch, they trailed. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
George having a fantastic game. He's got 16 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Nick Young. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Hood in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Here's Schroeder. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Hood. Brewer with the rebound. Napier passes to Montejunas. A shot by Harden, wide open. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Harden's got 15 points. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Okafor's checked in, and George is subbed in for Rodney Hood. Schroeder kicks to Okafor. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. And Young, here we go. And Napier pulls it down. Clark, Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And that one's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Inside. Got a piece of it. Outside for George. Pulls up on the elbow. George missing again.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Here's Napier. He's got 13. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Checking out the game Shabazz Napier is having. 13 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today. And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
And stolen by Napier. Harden outside. Here's the 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down and get to the rim.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Here's Napier. 14 points for him. He dishes it to Harden. Screen by Howard. Harden kicks to Capella. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the basket by Brewer. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
On the wing, George. Now here's Okafor, covered by Brewer. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Howard dishes to Napier. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Napier's got 16.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
A floater, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mahinmi's checked in for Okafor. Thompson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Miller's checked in for George. Rodney Hood subbed in for Young.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. 7th in blocks, 8th in field goal percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you know, his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
Jones checked in for Philadelphia. Thompson passes to Hood. A three-pointer is right on target. Hood's got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
There's a screen. Screen by Howard. To the middle. Here's Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
And it's Miller in the corner. The feed to Jones. Thompson sets the pick for Jones. And it's sent back by Howard. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And so here is Houston. Capella kicks to Napier. Moves back up, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got his second bucket of the night. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Jones drives in. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The baseline J off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Napier kicks to Harden. They get it again. Capella laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Can't get it to go. Good D by Miller.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Hood kicks to Miller. Shot from the wing. Brewer grabs the board.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And Thompson kicks to Miller. Over to the wing. Mahinmi down low, covered by Brewer. 6 to shoot. Jones drives in. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And after an exceptional